NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Down. Check pitch. Set, go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Love. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. The Packers at 6-3 on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll run on first down. Goodson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Give all that credit defensively to Khalil Mack. A great stop in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Ready?
Love now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love, they go play action now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go, set.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Cut.
On first down, Goodson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down in a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
A level throw caught by Dallas. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
22 needle. Set, cut.
They'll run on first down. Goodson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Tyler Goodson with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here if they give up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 23-yard line. So Charles already down 7-0 early. They opt to take a shot there on the first play of scrimmage, but that plan backfires.
That feels a little bit like last week's loss lingering into this game, doesn't it? You know, you're down 7 already. You lost last week. It's almost like they're trying to get it all back in one shot, trying to take a big chunk play right out of the gate.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started. I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll make a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On 3rd down, Love. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. So a tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Herbert. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. On Herbert, his third interception. Now he's free to midfield, fighting his way through contact. A nightmare of the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, quickly out wide, this is Watson. Here's 2nd and 10. The Love wants to shift things around. On 2nd down, Goodson. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now they'll change things up.
Blue check. Hut, hut.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Tyler Goodson with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Packers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 21-0 our score after 1.
Chargers, nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's got another one to Johnston. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Give left side here for Nwangu. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, L.A. Kene Nwangu. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get a bit closer.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Herbert and the Chargers staying put. They'll line up and go for 2. They're going to try and run.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Nixon now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Got it.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just...
There he goes left side. How about this? He's to the 10, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Tyler Goodson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to add on to their first-half lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
In motion right is Johnston.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Complete to Johnston here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. On the screen, this is Eckler. Breaks through the contact. He's still on his feet. Austin Eckler. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2.
Now a toss going left. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. To throw now. Here's Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Love looking to throw it.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again.
I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Third and long, it's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Working out of the gun, Love.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Herbert now.
On the out route, he finds Johnston.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Back to Nwangu again on first down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for slab by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On play action. Love to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Herbert. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. Touchdown! Kene Nwangu. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, a target pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield and made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right. With his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead.
27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
On the ready.
2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Love. They'll roll him out right. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long for Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
If I'm making excuses, and I am, sometimes the sun can be difficult on a ball like that. That looked like it was going to be right there, but it's in and out of his hands. And a potential big play goes by the wayside.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chargers 27.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Nwangu now from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 from the 10. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. Touchdown, Chargers. Kene Nwangu from 13 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready?
First down, Love to pass. A short throw to Musgrave. Runs over it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case for us.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Ready, set.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Set.
Up the middle they go. Goodson. And some room to work. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
162 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Play action this time with Love.
That's to the tight end, Musgrave.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up second down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's Love. And that'll be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Love, they go play action now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Crowd right.
Herbert off of play action. And now here is another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked? Times.
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Ready?
Now Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Ready.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Over the middle, complete. It's Watson. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Packers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now Carlson for the extra point.
And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Packer pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Well, found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
But they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 16.
And Johnston set in motion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Here we go, set. Hut, hut.
Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Ready.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Ready.
Off the play fake, Love. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown.
Christian Watson.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Carlson on for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And my goodness, another interception.
Isaiah Simmons picking it up.
And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy that threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
A short throw to Musgrave.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making it.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 2nd down, Eckler. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
79 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A.
Well, sometimes, Brent, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
Shreds the tackle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Another run down for Nwangu.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down. Throwing, Herbert. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. A give running left. McAllister. Broken tackle. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
2nd and 5.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he fields it cleanly.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Packers, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile for L.A., add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.